Welcome back to Agents Confidential, the podcast for health insurance agents who want to grow their business, sharpen their brand, and serve clients with confidence. Today, we're talking about something that we all feel, but rarely talk about honestly: pressure. Oh, the pressure. Because whether you're heading into AEP, scaling fast, or just carrying the weight of big goals, the pressure is real. But here's the reframe. Pressure isn't a problem, it's a privilege. If you feel the heat right now, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're playing big. So in this episode, we're unpacking the following: why pressure feels so heavy, how to regulate your nervous system and your mindset, and how top agents use pressure to fuel performance, not stall it. Let's dive in.
Yeah. So this episode comes from a Stephen Bartlett quote that I love. It is, "You don't feel pressure if nothing's expected of you. Pressure means there's something on the line, your goals, your growth, or your future." So if you're in this business and you're doing it well, you're going to feel pressure because people are counting on you, your business is growing, and your future matters. And also, AEP is very intense and it's coming up. We know. And if you've been through AEP, you know it's intense. But it's also a sign that you've built something important enough to demand your full presence. And I think that's really special. So instead of trying to escape the pressure, what if we learned how to hold it better? That's what this episode is.
It's funny, I want to say a little golf story.
Go for it.
It's amazing how when people tell me after they've hit a shot, typically they hit a bad shot, they're like, "Oh, I had so much pressure on myself." And I was like, "Why were you feeling pressure?" And they're like, "Oh, somebody is watching, or this was for $5, or," and I feel like they're always focused on the outcome, not the process of what they're doing. They're focused on the results, that what this will mean if I do, or if I make it or not, versus just saying it's a 3-foot putt and hitting it for what it is, not worrying about the outcomes. So, and here we go. Why pressure feels heavy. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. Your brain interprets pressure as a threat. Uncertainty plus high stakes equals going into survival mode. You might feel like time is scarce, or that you have decision fatigue, fear of failure, or guilt for not doing enough. It's normal, but it's not helpful if you let it run the show. Let's talk about some tools.
For sure. So some emotional regulation tools that are going to actually help. A nervous system check-in. Your body is going to set the tone for your brain. So start the day, or even just a call, with some 60 seconds of deep breathing. You can try box breathing, take a little walk between meetings, touch something cold, that's a thing, or just ground yourself. And remember, we do have our agent reset for you, and this will help a lot. Second one, control the controllables. Overwhelm is going to come from trying to control the outcomes that you can't control. So instead, focus on what you can control. How many calls you made, how many conversations you had, how many hours you showed up. Visualize your daily inputs, not just the final result. And then a micro moment reset. When pressure spikes, ask, what's the next best move? Not the perfect move, but the next one. You can use a grounding affirmation like, "This is hard because I care, not because I'm failing." And if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, I'm sure that what comes next is not a surprise to you, but systems are going to save you. You don't rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of your systems, especially during AEP. So have your templates, your calendar blocks, your follow-up automations in place. The better you prep, the less pressure hits you sideways.
Love it.
Yeah. And then also celebrate your forward motion. Top agents are going to track progress, not just wins. So at the end of the day, what did I accomplish today? Ask yourself. Train your brain to see progress, because that's what's going to build momentum.
Excellent. Specific thing I wanted to add in this, I think the time becomes a big issue. When agents tell me that they're back-to-back meetings and they just don't have enough time to get back to everybody. How can we control time? And I think a lot of it's in our meetings. I've talked with agents that have had 2 to 3 hour meetings with clients because they had a lot of questions, or wanted, or had so many stories and just wanted to keep talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think at the beginning of the meeting, you need to frame it that this is a 45-minute or 1 hour appointment,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to get through these things. And yes, we want to talk and be friendly and get referrals and those things like that. But framing that meeting and letting them know you're a professional and that this is much time you have,
Mm-hmm.
they will conform and fit into that.
For sure.
Kind of like a doctor's office.
Yeah.
Okay, what top agents do differently? Top agents don't avoid pressure, they manage it. They use pressure as performance fuel. They delegate and ask for help. They prepare in the off season. Like we've been talking about AEP prep.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's going to be a pressure cooker. Get ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
And they guard their energy like a business asset. They know you can't pour from an empty cup.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So the final reframe of this entire episode is you get to do this. You get to help people make life-changing decisions. You get to feel the weight of responsibility because you're strong enough to carry it. You're not under pressure because you're weak. You're under pressure because you're leveling up. Pressure is the sign that you're in the right arena. So breathe, reset, and keep moving forward. You were built for this. If this episode hit home, send it to another agent who might need the reminder. And if you're prepping for AEP and want more strategies like this, subscribe and stay tuned. You're not alone in this pressure, but you are strong enough to thrive in it. Pressure is a privilege.
Embrace it.
Embrace it.
We'll see you on the next episode.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.